950 Embroidery and Sewing Machine. Sewing and embroidery make the life better. Elvis, make the family warm. Elvis Computerized Embroidery and Sewing Machine Operation Manual. Thank you for purchasing this Elvis AX950 Embroidery and Sewing Machine. Here is the operation manual of Elvis AX950 Computerized Embroidery and Sewing Machine. First, take out the machine and parts on the work table. The first part, appearance and parts. This is thread guide cover, thread guide, wire slot. Here is spool pin, spool cap, bobbin winder. These are thread parts. Installation. This is flatbed attachment. Power supply jack installation. Foot controller jack installation. Power switch. This is the USB port, mainly motor fan air vents, using of sewing machines. Please don't cover the air vent. The machine's adjusting device. This is thread tension dial, just to right the thread tension getting large, and adjust to left the thread tension getting small. Drop feed lever. The dial on the left is embroidery. Dial on the right is the sewing. This is the presser foot lever. Buttonhole lever. Needle thread lever. This is the presser foot holder. Feed dogs. Here is needle plate A, needle plate B, bobbin plate cover. Through this can do fast replacement. 3.4-inch color touch LCD screen. In the sewing mode, there are stitch setting button on the button of the screen. Left buttons are used to adjust the width of the stitch. Press plus or minus to increase or decrease the stitch width. Right buttons are used to adjust the length of the stitch. Press plus or minus to increase or decrease the stitch width. The second part, sewing machine installation operation. Needle installation. Use a screwdriver to loosen the needle fastening screws. Remove the needle while installing. Make the needle plane towards the back. Hold the plane, install the needle to the top, and with a screwdriver, fastening the screw. Presser foot installation. Press the spring switch, make the presser free fall, and remove the presser foot. While installing, make the presser fix on frame slot and the pressing handle lever dial down, then sleeve presser foot. Winding bobbin and installation. First, let the spool fixed on the spool shaft. Put on the spool cover, threading the thread according to the fuselage icon path. Then let the bobbin sleeve in the winder shaft. Threading the thread into the bobbin hole and holding the thread. Press the button to start winding. When winding to 80% to 90%, then press the button to stop. Push the bobbin winder shaft to the left. Remove the bobbin and cut the thread. Open the thread plate cover. Put in the bobbin thread in anti-clockwise direction, according figure B, and let thread cut along the direction. Complete the bobbin installation. Upper threading. Note, threading after the presser foot is raised. Install the appropriate needle spool in the bobbin shaft. Hold the thread with right hand gently. At the same time, pull the thread with left hand. Let the thread through thread guide hook and thread guide plate. Then pull the thread to the top, threading the thread through the thread guide according to the fuselage icon path. Catch the thread with left hand, then use right hand to feed thread, threading the thread through the needle bar. Put down the presser foot lever, and then press the thread lever to the bottom so that the lever can be rotated. Until hear a clicking sound, then slowly raise the lever back to the initial position, and the threading is complete. The third part, sewing. Straight line sewing. Place the fabric under the presser foot, lower the presser foot lever, and press start or stop button to operate the machine. Slide the sewing speed controller to the left or right to select the desired sewing speed. 300 RPM to 650 RPM. Press start or stop button to stop the machine. Then press the reinforcement stitch button to sew 1 to 2 reverse or reinforcement stitches and stop. Press the thread cutter button to cut the thread. Raise the press foot and get the fabric. Buttonhole sewing. Take the buttonhole presser foot, select buttonhole length, and put the button under it. Install the buttonhole presser foot. Pull down the buttonhole lever as far as possible. Select the button stitch on the screen. Press start or stop button to start sewing. Once it is finished, use pick line device to cut the middle of the buttonhole. Binding sewing. Take the binding presser foot and install it. Put the border of fabric under the left of the binding presser foot. Select the binding stitch on the screen. Adjust its stitch settings. Once ensured the position, press the start or stop button to start sewing. Button sewing. Take the button presser foot and install it. Measure the distance between the buttonholes. Select button stitch on the screen. Stitch 61. Adjust the setting according to the distance. Put the button on the fabric and under the presser foot. Rotate the pulley with hand 3 circles in anti-clockwise. After ensured the position, lower the presser foot and press start or stop button to start sewing. Zipper sewing. Take the zipper presser foot and install it. Put the fabric under the presser foot and fixed the zipper. Select stitch 21 on the screen. Press start or stop button to start sewing. Once it is finished, press start or stop button to stop the machine, and then press the thread cutter button to cut the thread. Raise the press foot and get the fabric.